think I have the most difficult task. Yeah. SSQC1 is something that almost like a Bible for practitioners, and I have ACRA personnel in front of me as well. So, okay, let's start. So we'll go. The first part will be the requirements of the SSQC1, and second part try to talk about the implementations or how do you go about it, and make reference to some of these consideration for the smaller firms. Okay. Okay. As an introduction, what are they? In fact, this is not new since 2006, so I'm sure all of you are quite familiar. If not, maybe we all should start reading it. Yeah? Why do we need them? And what are the requirements? How to apply them is more like the second part. Yeah? So SSQC1, the title, is a quality control for firms that perform audits and reviews of FS and other assurance and related services engagement. SSQC1 should be read in conjunction with SSA 200 overall objectives of the independence audit and the conduct of an audit in accordance with Singapore standard of auditing. It is based on the ISQC1. It's assumed that all the practitioners already have some knowledge of SSQC1. Poon Ching already touched on the Clarity project, which has been recently, so we will not go through it again. What are the scope? It deals with the firm's responsibility for its system of quality control. Yeah, for audit, as mentioned earlier, and review of FS. There's an error on the SSA 200. Additional standard and guidance on the responsibility of the firm personnel are set up in the pronouncement for the IPAS and PAOC, as compared to SSA 220. There are also the Code of Professional Conduct and Ethics schedules. This SSQC1 actually applies to all firms. Yeah? Every one of us here will be governed by the SSQC1. There's no exception for small practitioners. It's just that there are some consideration for the smaller practitioners, the firms. It contains the objective of the firm following the SSQC and the requirement designed to enable the firm to meet the objective. The nature of and the extent of the policy and procedure developed by the individual firm to comply with this SSQC will depend on the various factors such as the size and the operating characteristic of the firm, and whether it is part of the network or not. I think most of us here may not be. Yeah? When is it effective? It's about a year ago, 15 December 2009. As I said, this is not new. This is the revised SSQC1, and the earlier one actually effective 2006. Why do we need them? Yeah? Like Poon Ching said, this is audit quality, to promote high quality performance by requiring firms to set up and maintain a QC system. And it also established various specific responsibility of the firm personnel for each audit and assurance engagement, the requirements of the firm QC standard. There are 6 elements of the QC system. Number 1, the leadership responsibility for quality within the firm. This is to describe the firm's responsibility to promote an internal culture focused on quality. Element number 2, relevant ethical requirements, is to provide guidance on the fundamental principle which define professional ethics, including independence. Element number 3, acceptance and continuance of clients' relationship and specific engagement. This is to provide guidance on the establishment of the appropriate acceptance and continuing policy and procedures. Human resources, they provide guidance on effective quality control policy and procedures. Engagement performance is to provide guidance on the elements involved in engagement of performance, highlights the role of the engagement partner, planning, supervision, and review, the consultation procedure, how differences